Okay, so this video is going to instruct you on how you can add audio features that support your students while they're using a Pear Deck at home. This is both these things are very helpful for asynchronous learning. My name is Karen Contreras, and I'm an English teacher at James Wood High School. And here's my information, but you can find it on the slide that you use to navigate to this video. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about today is to make it so that your students have audio support when they are looking at your slides so that Pear Deck will actually read the text on the slide to them. So the way you do that is you go to peardeck.com and log in, okay? And you're going to go to the home page, okay? So the homepage will look something like this. Your name should be up here or your FCPS information. You probably have a little crown too because FCPS subscribes to Pear Deck. So we get a little crown. Isn't that nice? So they have like lots of good information. You have access to previous presentations that you've done. And you have tips and tricks and all kinds of resources. They are really good about supporting teachers who use their product. Okay, so you scroll down through all of that and you go to settings. And the immersive reader is the second item on there. Mine is already clicked on, and if I were to click that off and back on again, then I would have trouble recording the rest of my presentation. So I'm just going to leave it on, but yours will be off and just, make it turn blue and it will be on. And then your students, when they open up a Pear Deck for you, they'll have like some headphones down here in the corner and they can click on it and it will read the text off the slide to them. Now, the couple of things that could cause some hiccups in this. When the immersive reader reads, it reads the text in the order that it was placed on the slide. So if you're like me and all over the place and you're like, oh, I'm going to put this down and then this down. Oh, wait, I need a title. And then you put it on there. It's going to read here, here, and then here. So you want to make sure that you put on the text on the slide in the order that you want it read if your students are going to be using the immersive reader. Second thing, if you put a PDF up there, it will not read a PDF or an image. It has to be text. And finally, if you have a very fancy picture in the background, sometimes that can interfere with the immersive reader. Just some little words of advice there. Okay, so immersive reader, it'll read text off the slides to your students. Sounds like Alexa, but it's pretty cool. All right, second thing, how to add recordings to help students with asynchronous learning. So let's go to this slide. Okay, so they're going to be reading about drones, and the article is written in 2013, so it's a little dated. And I want to activate background knowledge. Okay, so I'm going to add a question, right? So text, let's see here. What are some experiences you've had with drones? So maybe they own a drone and have actually used it, or a family member has shown them a drone, or maybe they saw a drone once. I mean, this question is, kind of open-ended so that it allows for students pretty much to respond. They've had some experience with a drone. So I'm going to go over to my add-on here, and you do that. You get to this add-on by clicking on add-ons and clicking the Pear Deck add-on. And then I'm going to make this a text question. So it's going to do its little thing and add to my slide. Okay, so it'll let students record their answer for you. Okay, so we've done that. Okay, so I could read this to the students, okay? instead of the immersive reader, I might want to model like questioning or clarification for the students as I read through something with them. Um, so, what I can do is, if it'll let me, oh, everything's acting up today. Okay, add audio to slide. Okay, do. And I can either record or upload um, something that's already recorded. So I could have recorded this already. I could have recorded a live lesson where I read it to students. You can record, you could have music, anything like that. So I'm going to choose record because I don't have anything ready to upload. So record. And so it would be helpful for you to have the reading in front of you, which I don't print it out, but I could read through and add that recording to the thing, to the slide. Okay. And then I'm going to save it. And then I could preview it if I want, but I don't want to hear that twice. Neither do you. And then you add it to the slide. So when the student sees the slide, they will see audio included and it could read to them. Maybe I want to add a question like, how have things changed since this article was written? Because here it says today almost no companies are using drones. I could say, what information in this slide um, do you find is no longer true? And then I could have that question read. Okay, you can add one audio per slide. So either I'm reading it to them and asking the question all in one big recording, or I'm just asking the question, but you can record yourself and put it in there. Just remember, you can't see the slide while you're recording, so you might need it on another screen or have it written out what you want to say. All right, so we've added audio. I showed you the immersive reading. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to put this into student paced mode so that your students can access it when you're not there in front of them. Okay, so I'm going to go to Start Lesson, and Pear Deck gives you a choice. You can do it like you're right there in front of the kids and you're going to do it all together, or you can do a student-paced activity. I use this a lot in the spring with my students, and they seem to navigate it well. I had been using Pear Decks with them throughout the year, so they were used to Pear Deck. They knew when I came in wearing my Pear Deck shirt, it was a Pear Deck day. So their comfort level was really good with it. So I chose the student paced, and eventually it will pop up here as it finishes loading. Wish I had some elevator music to play for you guys while we're still loading. My son's on the PS4, so that might be why we're having. I saw something there. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So once you get it prepared for student pace mode, you can share it to Classroom and you can just post a link there and they click on it and go. They could, you could give them a message, joinpd.com, and enter this code. You can copy this link and share it with them on some other method that you might use to share a link. And then you go to dashboard and then you can see, I don't have any students in there right now, of course, but you can see who's responded to what slides, what their input is. You can leave feedback right there. And you can leave this up. You can even turn off your computer and it'll still be open until you end the session. And it'll say, are you sure you want to end the session? And then you click yes. So you can leave this open for several days. During the spring, I left some of these open for a few weeks because I had some students who just came in and did work like that had been assigned over 3 weeks, and they did it all in 1 or 2 days. And so I wanted to have everything open for them. And you can publish takeaways once you close this as well. So I hope that you got something from this lesson, and let me know if you have questions. Thanks.